Legendary Baba Mthethwa, the voice of football. Baba Mthethwa, where passion meets perseverance, every story comes alive.
It's a Monday afternoon and welcome to Football Monday Brunch with me, Baba Mthethwa. I am your president. To this afternoon, I have a special guest. My sidekick is here today, all the way from Cape Town. Ntate Modise Mthethwa, your boy from Cape Town, is here. And you know, when he's here, there's fire. Yeah, we'll be dishing out some very important football aspects and try to probably dissect whatever happened and what took place this weekend. Ntate Mthethwa, good afternoon and welcome. How has your stay been in Johannesburg up to now?
Hey, it's been cold this side.
Cold?
But yeah,
you come from Cape Town,
yeah,
man.
no.
Eh?
Cape Town is rainy, not cold.
Okay.
This side is very, very cold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. But yeah, it's been nice, man. It's been nice. Yeah.
How was your experience at Supersport yesterday?
It was very nice.
Yeah.
First time there, but the crew was proper.
Thank you.
The crew was proper, yeah, no. Everything is nice, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, President.
All right. No, you're welcome, Daddy. All right. Football was played over the weekend, starting from Friday. We'll be talking first about the Cullen Black Label knockout, the tears, the joy, and also everything that happened was never expected. When we spoke to Mthethwa on Friday, I think I had said, or we had said that a catastrophe of immense proportions could happen in football over the weekend in 3 different cities. And it happened exactly like that. Started in Durban on Saturday, Marumo Gallants and Sekhukhune and Golden Arrows. Let's start with the Friday game first. The first hat-trick of the tournament was scored by Gaba, a defender, scoring a hat-trick in a cup competition. Thoughts, please, on that one?
I think for me, First President, we must remember also that the boy is an Orlando Pirates development player. He played for Pele. And he was signed when he left Orlando Pirates, he joined Richards Bay, but he's on loan at Durban City. So now joining a coach of Gavin Hunt's caliber at Durban City, who's good at development players. So it's not a surprise for me that he did that. And then again, you know, you are playing in a team that doesn't have too much pressure for me. I don't think Durban City is more pressured like other teams. Yes, the coach might be under pressure to deliver. And for the boys to show up like that, I mean, it's to thank him, to say, you know what, we thank you for what you did. You must also remember that he took almost like 3 or 4 players from Cape Town City. And they just got relegated. So they got a lifeline by being brought into Durban City, because you might as well be playing in the NFT. So now we got released by Cape Town City, joining Gavin Hunt. And they are doing, I don't think they're doing bad. They're actually doing good.
Yeah, well, if you look at the results from the beginning of the season in the Betway Premiership, I think we should commend Gavin Hunt that the players are not bad. No, they're not bad at all. Instead, what we're seeing is a resurrection of careers for other players as well, playing for Durban City, have been playing for Cape Town City, who's now relegated and playing in the first division. So a hat-trick scored. When was the last time we saw a hat-trick in South Africa?
In a cup game.
In a cup game. It's been a while.
Yeah, no,
it's been a long time. Yeah, but that shows that our football, if a defender can score a hat-trick, what does it mean for our football in terms of defensive lines? Is it maybe because of a clever player, intelligent player, or is it maybe because Polokwane City had a very weak defense to counter him, because all his balls were coming from set pieces? Yeah.
So for me, I think it's how Gavin Hunt plays that actually made it easy for the boy to score a hat-trick, because Gavin Hunt is a coach that does things directly. Set pieces, focuses on set pieces, corner kicks. So he specializes in direct football. He's not into your coach like Roland who starts the ball. Too many passes. He doesn't do that. From the back to the middle, then we go on the wings and then we cross. So for the end, the height of the boy is a very skinny, tall boy. Yeah, so it works for him to play that direct football with crosses and whatever. So it did serve him very good.
All right, let's go across the road from Chatsworth to Umlazi, where your Sekhukhuni,
Hey.
your people, your people at Sekhukhuni. One would say we expected Sekhukhuni just to walk over Golden Arrows, and that was not the case. What happened was Sekhukhuni scored with a handball. That's the first thing that you must notice. And still on the handball thing, then football fans will surprise you. The guy scores with a handball, and then they give him man of the match. Talk to me.
So I think
Talk to me.
The voting thing for me in this tournament, in the Carling Cup, I think it's more of popularity
Than
what
anything
you're actually
else,
doing
yes.
on the field of play. I mean, for example, yes, the if you check, even now the previous, I'm not gonna just deviate from the game that you're talking about. Chipezeze also won man of the match, and he has been winning man of the match even the last edition of the tournament. So it's just like if you are popular with the fans, and then they will most likely award you with that. I don't think they are actually focusing on what you are doing on the pitch, or they are checking it's just that if we love this player, he's most definitely going to get the man of the match award.
So what you mean is that if in that case, Sekhukhuni with a player like Grobler to score with the hand and then also now get man of the match, what does it put our football and our football fans? Is it football understanding or maybe less of understanding football? The popularity thing kills what is important about our football, which is people or players playing good football and also at the same time players playing to their best. In this case, I feel that Grobler did not deserve man of the match. By all reasons possible, he did not deserve to be man of the match. One, he didn't play well on the day. He scored with a hand. Secondly, he looked very lackluster. Okay? And for me, lackluster means that either you are not up to it, or maybe there were factors outside of what was happening on the day that affected his performance. He had a few chances. The first half, he had one chance where he was one-on-one, and he just hit a very tame shot. And one or two of those followed after that. Then the opportunity came to score, and he scored with the hand. That's the PSL's fault and Safa's fault. Actually, not even PSL's fault. That's Safa's fault, because VAR must be brought into a country by Safa. Yeah. So Safa is not bringing a VAR, and the Minister of Sports said that he is dealing with it. Your friend, Bafo. Your friend, your Minister of Sport, your friend, Bafo, waiting for VAR to come through. Yeah, so before even, let me not deviate as well. What's the status of VAR? We're still talking about the handball.
So now SAFA has to do the tender process where they have to choose between which company is suitable to get the money and all that stuff. So we normally know the...
But money is there, I guess.
Yeah, the money is already...
Bafo said money is there.
Him, yes.
Yeah. If Bafo says money is there, so is the money already being given to SAFA to procure a company that will install and make sure that the process of VAR becomes successful and whatever in South Africa? Has that happened or not? We'll go back to our topic just now.
Yeah. So according to him, he said that the money is already being into the SAFA's coffers. So it's not with him anymore. So he said he was washing his hands. He's a clean guy now. Like, he did what he had to do. His department allocated the money, the budget, and then the money was already given to SAFA. So now we are just waiting for SAFA to say, okay, the tender process is done. This is the companies that we got or we chose that they're going to be the ones who are going to be doing the VR installation in South Africa. But it's going to be a long road. I don't think...
I have to interject. So probably we'll get VR not in my lifetime.
Yeah, no. They have all issues at the moment.
In your lifetime?
Yeah, they still have issues.
And you're much younger than me.
Hey, President.
So it's a problem.
And we are going into AFCON now.
Okay, let's go back to the topic. All right. Grobler, for me, not deserving man of the match. To football fans, I want to say sometimes we don't need to be... we don't have to use a love for a player to give them accolades. We need to give them accolades because they deserve those accolades. You had a player like Nhlanhla Zwane, number 41 of Arrows on Saturday. On Friday. Saturday, he played a blinder. control the middle field together with number 8, Arrows Ndlovu, I would have probably went for that. That's where you realize that fans that support Arrows were not watching the game. They're not even at the venue. For a big game like that of a new tournament, we've expected fans to fill up the stadium, at least have 10,000 or 5 for that matter. But we had far less than that. That's the first thing. Second thing, football fans from other clubs, Sekhukhune is doing well in the league. That is why probably Grobler got that. He got the award out of sentimental value for what he's been achieving in terms of being the top goal scorer all time at Sekhukhune, at SuperSport United, and also wherever he has played. He's now at 126 goals in total. And he's scored 8 goals now in the PSL in all competitions. So to me, the award was given by sentimental value, which is something that we should not do. It's like when you select players to play for a team, national team, or at club level, sentimental value should not be part of why you chose a player. I don't know what you think about that.
I agree with you, President, because if you check, Grobler did nothing on the game except for that goal. I mean, sometimes
he did nothing. You're right.
He did
I agree.
Nothing, because if you check, sometimes we fans, what they do is probably sometimes you're just checking on your phone, like notifications, what's the score, who scored, the game is still on, and then you just decided to vote, but you didn't watch the game.
I think that's what most
So
of the fans are doing.
So like, oh, it's Grobler who scored. Okay, let me just vote, and time is out.
I agree.
So
I totally agree.
Majority of the voting is more into like who do they know? For example, also like yes, Mthethwa in yesterday's game played super.
He played a brilliant game
fantastic
yesterday. Yes, brilliant,
But
brilliant.
If you compare the two, even if he didn't play good, I probably think that Kaizer Chiefs will still get the man of the match
Because of the number of fans they have.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's more of how many numbers you have. And Chipez also is more into popularity, like people's life. Oh, Chipez is wasting time and whatever. So he became popular with that, and fans love him.
Well, as commentators, we created something called a cheapest as a moment.
You see,
that's when he takes the ball and lies on the floor with the ball, and then he chows time. So but the new law does not allow him to do that anymore.
Yeah, but
the 8 seconds.
Remember,
law.
Most fans are not aware of that. So in them, when they're watching the game, like, oh, Chipez.
Maybe you should explain the 8 seconds law, please.
So the 8-second law is that should the goalkeeper hold on to the ball more than 8 seconds, the referee has to penalize the goalkeeper, give him a yellow card, and then the ball becomes no longer a goal kick, but a corner kick.
There you have it.
So he's been surviving.
I told you I have my sidekick today. And so I feel that the Arrows and Sekhukhune game, Arrows showed one thing, character, mental strength, and also good coaching. Somebody said, Tinkler now was badly exposed of his weaknesses as a coach. Do you agree?
I fully agree, President. So sometimes for me, I felt like this is how I feel about Coach Eric Tinkler. He's a very good coach. Very, very good coach. Has been coaching for years. However, I mean, last season, he's to blame why we don't have Cape Town City
now
in the league now.
Good.
Because Cape Town City hold on to him so long that results were not coming in.
They were hoping.
They were still holding on. And then you just throwing Mushin Etugral into the end where time was already done.
No, Mushin Liena. You're supposed to say, no, I can see the ship is sinking already. I'm not going there. But then he beat Pirates, he beat Chiefs, there was hope, and then the rest is history.
Exactly. Same as now with Coach Eric Tinkler. Yes, he won the opening matches.
He beat Pirates.
Beat Pirates, yes.
First game, beat Pirates.
Put Sekhukhune up there number 1 and 2 for the remainder of the current season. But now he's showing his true colors. I mean, he lost 2 games. And how did he lose his 2 games? So teams obviously going to know. Eric Tinkler is one of the coaches slightly similar to Coach Kevin Hunt. For you to close their style of play down becomes very easy. They're direct. So if you close the wing backs, then Grobler won't get the ball.
Oh, because I saw they're playing with Sean on the right and Ramala on the left.
Exactly.
Yes,
so you close the wing play, that will make sure that Grobler won't get any support. And who is the most assist player in the league?
It's Magalo, yeah.
And he's the one who's always assisting Grobler. So
to
now if
score
you
goals.
close him,
Even the handball goal came from Magalo.
thank you. So
Yes.
now you close Magalo, you close the other wing. Grobler won't do anything. So it's easy to close down the tactics of coach Eric Tinkler. And
Don't talk too much about Tinkler because he comes from not far from here. He's from Roodepoort. So be careful. We are not far from Roodepoort.
well, if they're gonna continue with it, for me, I think I don't see Sekhukhune. Probably in December or January, Sekhukhune will be number 5 or 6.
In December, January, Eric Tinkler, will he still be coaching Sekhukhune? That's a big question. You know they don't play there at Sekhukhune.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They normally
Bona.
negotiate with the coach while you're still.
Yeah, whilst you're still working, they get
busy
another coach
interviewing other
somewhere
people
and
somewhere,
say,
yeah.
Atamela.
Yeah.
Siema, we know what happened to Siema.
Yeah.
Not just him.
And he left them where?
Yeah.
In 2 seasons consecutively, dropping
At
them in
number
number
4.
4. But
At
he was
number
not
4.
good enough.
Yeah.
So now this one, I don't see him surviving the chop. He won't be coaching Sekhukhune end of the season. That's my bet.
Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah.
Eric Tinkler won't be coaching Sekhukhune come end of the season.
No, he won't be.
It's a very ambitious team, Sekhukhune.
Yeah.
They're very
Yeah.
ambitious.
And already he's,
They want to win something.
yes.
Yeah, and they want to go back into Africa.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm in agreement with you
Yeah.
that he won't be there come end of the season. I agree with you 100%.
And especially where he just did what he did by beating Pirates. So you are showing management that, Pirates is beatable. So you don't have an excuse to say, yeah, but I can't compete with Pirates and Sundowns and whatever. But you can beat them. So why are you in number 7, number 8, and you don't have a trophy to show for it?
Good.
They will fire him.
I like that. Let's continue. 8 o'clock, same night, Sundowns. Hey, yeah. Is it a coaching problem or is it a player's problem?
At Sundowns is a coaching problem.
Talk to us.
So Coach Miguel Cardoso found a club that is more into positional football and a free scoring Mamelodi Sundowns.
Free scoring, yes.
Yeah. If you check previous 2-3 seasons ago, Sundowns, whenever they're playing against a mid-table team,
Yeah,
they are very ruthless. They don't waste
they
time.
would massacre them.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are striking against Marumo Gallants.
And take them to
Marumo-
penalties.
Marumo Gallants is striking with Ndlondlo. He doesn't have height. He doesn't have speed.
No, don't even go there. Ndlondlo and Mbambaniso, the shortest
height.
players in the league.
Same height.
2 shortest players in the league. And then you have a tall defender like my boy from Velcom, Musalebusa. You have Malibongwe Koza,
Koza.
an international player called for Bafana Bafana.
You have the
You have
best
Khuliso
right back.
Mudau. Khuliso Mudau, the best
Best
right back on the continent.
Not even, on the
Yeah.
continent.
And another best left back in the south, which is Mudiba. See?
Against one.
Ndlondlo.
Against Ndlondlo. You
Ndlondlo.
have 4 at the back.
Oh.
And you are a European coach.
So that qualifies you're saying that it's a coaching problem.
It's a coaching problem, President.
Do you think Cardoso should be at Mamelodi Sundowns? I don't think so.
No, President.
I'm a leader of that one.
No.
I feel I'm wearing Sundowns shirt today, by the way. So what you laughing at? I don't feel that Cardoso should be in Mamelodi Sundowns.
Not at all.
It's not a playing problem because the same team that has been playing.
They have quality players.
They have quality, top quality players at Sundowns. And I, for one, feel that it's not a player problem. It's a coaching problem at Sundowns. The sooner the players start understanding what Cardoso wants from them, the better they will play and results will come. Yes, they're sitting top of the table now, Sundowns. But like we say in Kasital, bateka.
Yeah, it's shaky.
Yeah, bateka.
convincing.
Anything can still happen. It's not convincing.
no.
Usually this time of the year, Sundowns are like 12,
Yeah.
15 points away from
Exactly.
everybody.
Yeah.
Going into Christmas break,
True.
we know they're going to win the league.
Yeah.
Now it's a case of can they not? So I think Sundowns fans showed on Saturday with their reaction that they're not happy with the situation right now.
And it's not the first time
at
that they did
Sundowns. Yeah, so the question is, if you're management, what would you do? Waiting for the breaking news. Come, talk to us.
Yeah, no, as a management, you actually have to call the coach in. Because first and foremost, you also check the lineup of Marumo Gallants. I mean, one of their best players is that Zimbabwean guy, Sendami.
Msendane, Daniel
Yeah,
Msendane.
he was on a bench.
Yeah, he came in from the bench.
The guy that scored
And he
against
scored a
Kaizer
penalty.
Chiefs
Yeah.
was on a bench. Was it Kevin something? He was on
Kevin, I know
Yeah.
who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's from
Clifford.
yes,
Kevin
Clifford.
Clifford. He scored against Pirates.
He
He scored against Chiefs. Yeah.
He was on the bench. He wasn't starting
Yes.
against Sundowns.
Yes.
So clearly, you don't have the full strength of Marumo Gallants on the pitch. You as Sundowns, you didn't score a goal in the first half. You didn't score a goal in the second half. You went to extra time, still failed to score.
You went to penalties.
You went to penalties. You have Ikram Raines. You have Teboho Mokoena.
Yo.
You have Allende.
Yo.
You have this new guy who came in, is Nuno Santos.
Who?
Is Nuno Santos
Kimango yena.
from Portugal.
Come on.
He just got in. They signed him from, I think he was a free agent or something like that.
That's my problem.
Twen-
20 million. Who? 20 million. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll talk about that later. Let's hit the road running. And then who else? Let's just check the Sundowns team. That could not beat
against Marumo
a
Gallants.
Marumo Gallants without a proper, well-built striker, a proper striker that scores more than 2 goals.
They
a
didn't even play well. It's not like Marumo with that weak facing start lineup. They were convincing. Like they weren't even threatening. Ronan Williams was doing absolutely nothing entire game. His job was just to go to the penalties.
One shot at goal.
For the club that played FIFA Club World Cup.
Oh.
They faced Borussia Dortmund. They come home, they fail to score 1 goal against Marumo Gallants. And you are the same coach.
Okay. Same penalty shootout, same side of goals, same scoreline. Happened in the MTN8 against Pirates, now in the Culling KO against a lowly Marumo Gallants. The writing is on the wall. Sundowns needs a coach.
They really need a coach, President. I mean, if you check the supporting system of Mamelodi Sundowns when they're preparing for a game, they have close to like 10 to 15 people who are just preparing for a game in terms of tactics, the goalkeeper coaching department, the nutritionists, versus Marumo Gallants who probably have they have just a masseuse, goalkeeper coach, assistant coach, and the coach. And then I don't count the doctor because he just comes in on when he's scheduled to come for
As
the
and
games.
when.
Yes. But when you're preparing for the game during the week, they don't have the same supporting structure for as Mamelodi Sundowns.
Sundowns
So now
got
when you're
everything.
preparing-
Kybernetics.
Exactly. And their goalkeeper
Physical,
coaching also, they have
conditioning,
yes,
everything. They have everything at
analysts,
Sundowns.
people who are checking penalties. Where if we go to penalties, this is how we're going to prepare for penalties. Marumo don't do that. When they practice penalties, just like a normal team from the town where there's a goalkeeper, they were just practicing how to save. When it comes to Sundowns, it's tactics. Like if Baba Mthethwa is going to kick, normally this is what he does.
might do, yeah.
Yes. So Ronan Williams, when he goes to penalties, he already knows. Like,
But they
okay,
were signaling to him. I saw they were signaling to
so
him.
they give him like, oh, it's that one. Normally that one would kick a penalty this way. But now you have Washington Arubi who doesn't have that luxury.
Arubi. Talking about Arubi. What a blinder he had. Saving those penalties.
Exceptionally well.
See, that's a sign of determination and obsession.
Yeah.
If you are determined to get results, there's a difference between being obsessed with something and being determined to get the results. I always say, about Sundowns actually, I always say, sometimes at Sundowns, the people are more obsessed of winning things than being ambitious. And a team like Marumo Gallants, they're just an ordinary team.
Yeah.
So Sundowns, sometimes ambition is clouded by obsession. Like winning the Champions League.
Yeah.
Sundowns only wants one thing, to win the Champions League. Finish. They've won the league enough, it's okay. They won the Champions League. Remember, with the Champions League, the money that they get there can pay back all the money they've spent on buying players from international countries like Portugal, Brazil, Argentina, and wherever. With the money that they'll get from the Champions League, that's enough. Remember money they made from the AFL.
Yes.
They could pay back every cent that they've spent on Ribeiro, on Escoval, on Sales, on all the players that they got, Suarez and Sales, all of them. They could pay back all that money with the money that they received from the AFL last season. So this season and last season, if combined, they can even reach $1 billion for that matter if they get a lot of money Sundowns over time. And all the money they've spent can come back to them, and they can start refocusing and rebuilding the team.
And they also got money on the FIFA Club World Cup.
That's a lot of money as well. A
Yeah.
lot.
So for them, when it comes to like finances or resources, they are well-resourced club than Marumo. First and foremost, how do you answer as Cardoso if the management call you in to say, so explain to us, how did you lose to a 28-year-old coach who just arrived in South Africa?
Yeah, no, that's hard. Because that man is 28 years old.
28, younger than Washington.
Came from France, younger than the goalkeeper. Yeah. So when the goalkeeper, when he shouts the goalkeeper, he doesn't call him by name, Washington. No, he says, brah, Washington. Because he's older than him. He has to say to him respectfully, brah, Washington. Go to your left or go to your right. Because it's what, 10 years younger than him. Yeah. To us in African culture, that's a broer. That's a Grootman. Yeah. You must say, oh, Grootman Washington, please, please. You see, it's like when guys, a younger Mukwena used to play with Jerry's Kosana. Yeah. When Jerry had to pass them the ball, they had to say, sorry, brother Jerry, please pass. That's football for you. Remember, still live with myself, Baba Mthethwa and Mudise Mthethwa. We're live on Omni Audio Africa. It's a Monday football branch. Let's go to Saturday earlier, at 3 o'clock at Orlando Stadium. Orlando Pirates, the mighty Buccaneers, were taking on Siwelele, their nemesis, one should say. Whenever they meet, it's a humdinger all the time. They had played before. Pirates had beaten Celtic 1-0 in the Betway Premiership, and now the question was, can they do it again in the Carling Black Label? They came with one plan. One plan. High press. Finish. And that's what they did.
That's what they did. And also, you must remember, majority of the squad at Siwelele, technically it's Super Sports United. And we know the rivalry between SuperSports
and Pirates.
Yeah, it's never been a very healthy
relationship. It has never.
It's always been an up and down.
Because of one thing, Nedbank Cup.
Yeah. The back-to-back Nedbank Cup that they won.
Yes.
So it was an interesting game, and I feel like Lehlonololo Siema, for me, he's playing under a very, I wouldn't say impatient, but not experienced enough management. Because, I mean, they just released the former SuperSports United CEO, Stan Matthews. They roped in someone who
doesn't know football.
Yes. The lady hasn't been that much.
Somebody says football is not football. Football is business.
Yeah.
They say that lady comes from a business background. But I'm saying, yes, you come from a business background, but football business is different from the taxi, from a supermarket, from anything else. Those are two different things. Yeah. If you come into football to become part of football, you should have known something about football, having involved in football, otherwise going to mess up. Unless if you have got good supporting structures, which I think probably ownership at Celtic, that's what they're trying to do, to support her as much as possible with people who know football within their circles. I don't know how will that make them survive the season, because wheels are slowly coming off from how they started when they first played the first game. You and I come from the Free State. I would really want to see Siwelele doing very well. And for now, it's not happening. It's not a coaching problem. Siema knows how to coach. I think you look back at the same players that are playing at Siwelele, which is Celtic anyway. They were nearly relegated last season as SuperSport United. I don't believe in miracles. No. So no miracle is going to happen here. So it's either going to go into the same pit, okay, with a new name, same players, different coach, and different management. But the modus operandi is still the same because the players are still the same. So the question is, the players that they have at Siwelele, can they propel themselves to become bigger and better and give better results to those singing fans of Siwelele, the best fans in the country, the best, by no comparison, they're the best. So are they getting what they're worth for what it's worth, I do not know. But I don't think currently they're getting what they want to achieve from Celtic players.
For me, President, I think, yes, it's the same players from SuperSports United. But now the difference is SuperSports management, it was a very, very top management.
Yes,
in
I
terms
agree.
of supporting and everything, the
I agree.
structures of the club,
I agree.
development, they were number one. Now you are moving into Siwelele. The club owners are not footballing people.
No.
For them, it's just a love of former Bloemfontein Celtics. They want to bring it back. Now, how do you bring it back? And already now you are having financial issues. But you don't want to come out and say, listen, guys, this is what we're having. You're coming with like excuses. How do you say to players who were treated first class in the previous season, even though they did not do well in terms of results?
I want the water story.
They are now traveling by bus. So the chairman came out and said that every fixture that is over 600 kilometers,
They'll fly.
they will fly.
Less than that, they drive.
Road trip. You're taking a road trip in a league game. The previous game that they played in Durban, apparently the bus
Broke down.
They arrived 1 hour before kickoff.
So
Last
was it
season-
not that they had to sleep over? Is it not a regulation from the handbook?
So that, for me, that's shocking, because if you say, okay, it's going to be a road trip, why don't you do a road trip a day before?
Or 2 days?
Yeah, to say, okay, we'll book you guys a hotel. If you don't have financial issues as you claim, book them a hotel, but do your road trip 2 days before.
But still, even if you have financial issues, Fly Africa is there.
yeah,
Fly Africa will always book your flights, your hotels, your car hire and whatever. And then when you get your money from PSL, PSL pays them first.
what budget do you have before the PSL give you the money when the season started?
All right.
So you already have to have like a budget.
How much is the stipend that they're getting?
Like what?
2.5.
2.5 million.
Right. On that 2.5, then, are you paying your salaries from that, or you have any other source of money? You still have Johnson as your sponsor.
Yeah. And you're still staying right here in Joburg. So you're not taking the club back to Bloemfontein yet.
So which is another challenge. But that's part of the agreement between the old owners and the owners that they're going to keep the team in Joburg for another year.
Yes.
You still have Honor as your communication sponsorship. You still have Johnson as your main sponsor.
Yeah.
You still have, is it Kappa or Umbro?
It was Umbro. They just changed now to what is that? I think it's an Italian brand or a French brand.
Castre.
Yeah, something like that.
I think so. Can't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah. But it's Castre. Yeah, right. Castre. It's French. So my question is, with all those dynamics, traveling, based Joburg, traveling to Bloom. So that means they bus into Bloom.
Yes.
All right. It's taking its toll on the players.
Yes.
Okay. Which games do they play in Bloom? Which games do they play in Joburg? Or they don't play here, they're based here. All games are played in Bloom.
So their home games are played in Bloom, but they are based in Joburg for trainings and everything. Like for a whole week we are here. We're just going Bloom for.
It's a logistical nightmare for the players.
Hence, I say that they are not footballing management. Like the people who just bought Bloemfontein Celtics are not footballing people, because if they were, they would have known like this is not how you do things. They are still business people. In their mind, they say saving costs, so that we can survive the whole season, which is a nightmare and it's dangerous. You're gonna end up not being able to pay.
I'm worried
certain
about
players.
the bus travels. Hypothetically speaking, if you have to drive from Bloom to let's take 600 kilometers, that's Joburg.
Yeah.
That's 400 and something. And Rustenburg Orbit,
Yeah.
that's about 500 and something from
Yeah.
Bloom. And then where else? I think Durban is about 529 from Joburg.
Yeah.
From Bloom, I don't know how much it is. But then, so where else are they busing to? Because Polokwane is too far.
For them.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can't bus to Polokwane.
Cape
So do they
Town
bus
is
to
too
Joburg
far.
and fly to Polokwane? Or they bus Joburg, sleep over, and then bus again to Polokwane?
Well,
Because the players are based here. Again.
in Joburg, yeah.
If they're based here, then that
clearly-
means they just straight
It's gonna
drive
take a-
to
yeah, it's bus.
to Polokwane and also to TS Galaxy in Nelspruit. That's less than 600 kilometers.
Still a bus.
Where else do they go? Let me think. No, everyone else is based here. Pirates is here, Chiefs is here, Sundowns is here. Then there's Durban.
Yeah.
Durban we've got Richards Bay. That's far far from here, over 600 kilometers.
They need to go back for Golden Arrows.
Arrows, Amazulu, Durban City.
Yeah.
Okay. We still have the Nedbank Cup coming.
Yes.
They could be going to Kuruman or to somewhere far.
Yeah.
So those are dynamics that we need to look at, and the league must look at it. Is it not too strenuous for the players? Does it affect play? Or does it affect how the players are going to progress in terms of their own well-being?
Yeah, well, according to the PSL rule, it's players' well-being must come first before you try to save costs.
That's what's in the handbook.
Yes. So for them to come out and say that they are saving cost with this, it doesn't make sense. For example, if they are playing, let's say they're playing a Carling Black Label game on the weekend, they are playing here in Bloem. It's their home game. Now they're traveling from Joburg to come to Bloem, right? You play your Nedbank game. When you're done, you travel back to Joburg. And then on Wednesday or Tuesday, you are playing against, I'm just making an example like Obit. Now you're going to back again, you travel from Joburg. Rustenburg. You come back, you're playing an away game or second leg, whatever.
So that means eventually the league might have to end up improvising in terms of fixtures for you to make you comfortable.
And how is it going to be fair on other teams?
It's not fair.
Because even Obit, we're having issues of, remember, their venue was not suitable according to the standards of the PSL.
Yeah, I saw them playing at the same venue yesterday.
Yeah, they were playing before that. When the league started, they were playing in Dobsonville.
Which was a problem for traveling
them.
from there to there.
They're the ones who said, this is a problem for us. Now at Celtic, they are not saying that. So clearly it shows that the management of Celtic is actually...
They need to change this.
Yeah.
This must change quickly.
And for them to have these issues and then all of a sudden you're firing your CEO.
I can't imagine it again, not having Celtic in the league. I can't imagine that. I don't want that to happen. I want Celtic to be in the league. I want Celtic to win our football. And driving, fatigue, accidents with our bad roads in South Africa, come on now. Something has to give in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why don't you do it the day before? Why do you have to travel on game day?
All right. Game day came when they played Orlando Pirates.
Right.
They played too nice,
Yeah.
but too defensive.
Yeah.
And also, but Pirates was waiting for them. Wadu, I always maintained, a special coach, very good coach. He knew what was coming, and he prepared well. But one thing I must point out about Pirates was that they wasted a lot of opportunities, especially in the first half. But I need to point out something to Pirates fans. I'm not happy with you. I'm not happy with you. When Makgopa missed the penalty, the booing brigade started their thing. And that nonsense must stop. The booing brigade started booing Makgopa after he missed a penalty. And that nonsense must stop. At Pirates, I think that thing, we've been fighting it, and it has to stop. It doesn't matter what happened. The booing must stop. It has to stop. I'm not asking you on this one. I'm saying to you, football fans, just take yourself and put yourself into that person's shoes. How he felt after missing the penalty. And later how he felt when you started booing him. How is he going to perform thereafter? Don't expect the impossible. A human being is there to err. That's why English says to err is human. There's nothing wrong. Who said if Pirates miss a penalty, everybody at Orlando Stadium is going to die? No. This is just football. It's not a matter of life and death. Okay, Pirates won on Saturday. What are you saying now, the booing boys and girls? What are you saying now? And Makgopa played well. He's a very strategic player for Pirates. And the coach knows how to utilize Makgopa. Funny enough, on Wednesday against TS Galaxy, Makgopa scored a penalty. You were cheering for him. The very same people who were booing him on Saturday. He scored a penalty against Galaxy on Wednesday, on Tuesday last week. On Wednesday, he misses the same thing, a penalty. You're booing him. Is that right? That's very unfair, guys. That's very unfair, guys. We should not do this to players. Let players enjoy playing football. Let players enjoy your support. Leave the coach to do his job. Then you'll get results that you want. The coach will play whoever player he wants because it's his job on the line, not your job. He'll make you happy by playing players that will give him the results. But at the end of the day, it's his job on the line. It's his head on the line. When there are problems, management won't call you at home. they're going to call the coach and Mandla Ncika say, Abdeslam, Mandla, what went wrong? What went wrong? There's this notion that people are holding about Jose Riviero. Jose Riviero came and left Pirates. He came and left. If you are a true Pirates person, you understand what I'm going to tell you. How many coaches have left Pirates and came back? I'll leave you that question. Probably in the last 30 years, probably one coach, which is Mitchell, left and came back. Who else? Who else? That's not how Pirates operate. So if you're knowing Pirates now, just being like fascinated by Pirates and football now, then go back and try to learn the culture at Orlando Pirates, how things are done at Pirates. Riviero might have won 5 trophies, but it was time for him to go. It was time for him to go. And Pirates would not say, don't go. No. That's not how things are done in Pirates. Pirates is very smart. What will take Pirates to the promised land? Mark my words. Don't say I didn't tell you. I've been telling you this from day one when Wadu came to Pirates. I said he's going to win the MTN8. He might take Pirates to the finals of the Carling Cup. He might defend the Nedbank Cup. Okay? He might win the Nedbank Cup from Kaizer Chiefs. He might win the league and the Champions League. How about that? So he has a chance to win 5 trophies this season. Waiting. But let the man do his job. Let's go to Kaizer Chiefs yesterday. Hey, another problem. Is it the coaching? Is it the playing? Is it discipline?
President, for me, at Kaizer Chiefs, there's a lot of issues that are not clear enough. But what I liked about the Kaizer Chiefs management, as much as I don't agree with them of saying, for me, I feel like they're trying to come up with something. They're trying to look for something that they can use to fire Coach Nabi. First and foremost, you can't come and talk about his coaching credentials, because his coaching credentials are there. He coached in the Champions League, so it's not an issue.
No. Can't they, when they go out and look for a coach, don't they check their credentials first?
And they won the Nedbank Cup last season. They knew that when we go to the final, when you qualify for the final, and clearly means that we are going to play the CAF.
In CAF, confed, yeah.
So now when you do that, why aren't you preparing at that time? Why do you wait 3 days before? And then you feel like, no, man, we just realized that the coaches' coaching qualifications are not up to scratch when it comes to CAF.
Do you think Nabi and Kaizer Chiefs are in good terms now?
Nah, I don't think they're in good terms.
Does he still have a contract with them?
He's still contracted with them, but he's not in South Africa at the moment.
What is he doing in Tanzania?
That's the mission that is no one knows about. But he was in Tanzania the whole of last week. He was not in South Africa. So if Kaizer Chiefs can come now and say, "Oh,
we'll give them the answer later tonight."
Yeah.
When we meet on Siakopos at 9:00, we'll tell. We know that he was in Tanzania.
Yeah, he was.
But
in
we won't
Tanzania.
tell them now why.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you wanna know why, catch us tonight at 9:00. Myself and Tate Muntsiwa on Siakopos, Monday football night with the president and the expert himself, Tate Muntsiwa. All right. So Kaizer Chiefs were knocked out. Same as Sundowns. Same as Skukun. Same as Amazulu. Same as Orbit. So, Kaizer Chiefs, my problem is one. Why didn't Twari not want to leave the field? We'll talk about that just now for a moment. Let's go to the man of the match first. Mthethwa got the man of the match. Somebody at Supersport asked me, for what? I said, don't ask me. You know why? You know why? If you don't know the rules, you don't understand. The rule is very simple on this one, is that the fans choose the man of the match from minute 1 until minute 80. And you dial star 120 star 660 hash and then choose the man of the match. Mthethwa had a blinder yesterday. He played beautiful, yet he stopped the ball, turned around, 10 over balls, everything he did correct. He didn't do his usual things. Yeah. This time he played 100% correct football. And he deserved to be man of the match, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a player playing like that and a team consolidating like that, but in 90 minutes, There's no sign of a goal. And then you have a team like Stellenbosch, who's never won a game in 8 games, who's never scored a goal in 3 games, who has conceded 8 goals and scored 1. You can't score 1 against them.
And you always beat them.
And you always beat them.
Never been your problem.
They've played 18 times, including yesterday. Out of 17 before yesterday's game, Chiefs had won 10. Stellenbosch 3. 4 was played into draws.
So they've never been a problem for Chiefs.
There's not been a problem. Now, is it a coaching problem? They're confused. Or what? Is there a coaching problem? Or is it a management problem in terms of managing the game in the field of play? Or is it the managing on the bench?
I think it's management fiddling in coaches' issues. Because like if you checked when the game before extra time or before, Junior was already on the field.
On the field, that's why him.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw him, yeah.
So what does that say if you're a coach? If you see your boss is right standing next to you
I don't know.
and the results are not proper. And other coaches also, like, the players, now they kept, if I'm an unsatisfied player and I don't like you as a coach because now you're not playing me. And I see, you get me. Like the message that you're sending as a management is that you are giving the players a go-ahead to say, now, if you don't like this coach, you know what to do. Results are not coming, we won't be happy with him, we just call him and whatever. But however, they themselves, management, are confusing themselves because you suspended the head coach and then the people who are taking care of his assistant, these are the people that he brought in. So if you didn't like him, you are still sticking with the people that he brought in.
I get you.
These people are still playing what the coach wanted. So how is it that if you suspend, take everything out? Because I don't like the way you are playing. You are not giving us the results. You and your assistants must go. Everyone must go.
My question comes from when Dwari said doesn't want to leave the field, when he was told to leave the field. That's where my question stems from, whereby I'm asking, is it the case of I do not respect that bench? Because my coach is actually Nabi, not you.
Yeah, you are not, clearly.
Does it come from that?
Clearly, it might have as a player. You know, some of the things you don't have to be told. Like you can see with the way you're like, oh, okay, everyone is doing whatever they want here. So if I get a chance, I'm going to the FIFA break. I'm the number 1 goalkeeper of Rwanda. So for me, and I don't even get enough game time at club level. So a cup game before the national team duty, I want to prove myself to say that going to the national duty, at least I must convince my coaches there to say, I'm still here and I'm still doing my proper job. So you want to substitute me for someone who hasn't played. When last was Vuma playing? Is he good on penalties?
No. Vuma, before yesterday's game, he had failed to stop 9 penalties.
Thank you. So now
in a row.
I am an international goalkeeper. Vuma is not. You want to sub me out for someone who's not an international goalkeeper, who's not even convincing on penalties.
And he was resolute. He said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not budging.
Even saved the first penalty. So why would management come out after the game saying that they have to call him in and the matter will be internally solved or investigated? Why don't you call everyone who missed penalties? They are the ones who made it.
He did his part.
He did his part. He saved the penalty. You're not calling the people who missed penalties. You're calling the person who just actually saved the penalty. Okay, let's say you are right. You bring him out. You bring in Vuma, and he doesn't save nothing.
They would have lost anyway. They lost still. So doesn't really, to me it doesn't. It's neither here nor there.
Yeah, so
they would have lost anyway.
Sometimes us as management, we take our jobs too seriously, or we take ourselves too seriously.
Okay, so Kaizer Chiefs yet again losing in a cup game in the first round. Not good for a big brand like Amakosi. Over 4 million followers on the continent and in the diaspora. That's bad.
And you just came back from a winning on penalties in KEF.
Oh, by the way, yeah. And then, so Chiefs, Sundowns, big brands, out.
They are handing the Pirates a trophy.
So they're giving the trophy. No, my guess is still there, Baba.
I don't think Magesi is gonna trouble Paris this time around.
Okay, let's leave the draw for now. We'll talk about that when the time comes. Let's leave that for now. Before we close on the Callum Black Label, I want us to talk about the goal of the week, which was scored by Mbegezeli Mbogazi. What a belter.
I mean, he's been trying
To score.
Yeah.
Yes, he tried.
Yeah, this second, I think.
That was his second goal, yes, for
senior
Pirates.
team,
Yeah. He scored against Magesi in Polokwane. Was it Polokwane City or Magesi? Magesi. Yeah, in Polokwane. He scored in the southern post at Pitamkaba, the old Pitamkaba Stadium. Yeah. He scored a nice goal there too.
It was a cup game.
No, it was league, I think. Was it cup? No, league.
He scored last season. I'm saying last season, he scored against Supersport.
See?
They're the same people.
See now. Those are his people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So, I mean, he's been trying to, these scorchers, he's been shooting and whatever, but he got it right this time.
4 things I'll attribute to Mbogazi. 1, intelligent player. 2, passing accuracy.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Ability to control his players. 10 out of 10. At his age. At a big club like Orlando Pirates. Lastly, discipline. But Saile sold him on Saturday. Sold him like Bona Sheba. Somebody said, probably now we know what to do to sell Mbogazi, a dummy. And Saile, I don't think he was lucky.
Yeah,
he knew what he was
he's a
doing.
very tricky player.
He's a very tricky player.
He
And
is.
Mbogazi needs to work on that.
Yeah.
Lateral movement and square movement.
Yeah.
He needs to work on that. Yes. Now, before we close, let's finish the Callum Black Label story by saying that all the teams that went through, they deservedly so, including Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch, for me, had to resurrect. Somehow, they had to resurrect as quickly as possible. Stevie Barker, though, I feel that the ceiling is too close to his head now for Stevie Barker, and maybe he needs a new challenge. I don't know. Steve Barker needs a new challenge. That's what it is.
I also think so, President, because he's been at that club. He's probably the longest serving coach.
Not probably. He's the longest serving coach
in the history
of the PSL since 1996-97.
So, I mean, he's been coaching one team in the PSL.
The longest ever.
So, it's time. Not that he's failing, but
no.
You know, when you're at the same place too long, there are things that you're like, okay, I can't take the club to the next level.
Okay.
Not because I can't, but this is where my knowledge ends here.
All right.
So for me, I feel like they would need someone who's going to take the club forward because he did everything for the club.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Let's look into the World Cup qualifiers. We are a Group C as South Africa. We have Nigeria, we have Benin, we have Zimbabwe, and also Lesotho and Rwanda. Now, let's look at the permutations very quickly. For us, no permutations. We go straight to the World Cup. This is how we're going to do this. Bafana Bafana are playing 2 games, Friday and Tuesday. We're playing against Zimbabwe in Durban on Friday. I'll be at that game giving comment for you on SuperSport. We need to do that. Okay. Whatever happens, we need to beat Zimbabwe. There is no 2 ways about it. No 2 ways about it. We need to beat Zimbabwe. That's the first thing. Second thing that we must do, we must beat Rwanda. We have no business to lose against Zimbabwe and Rwanda. No business whatsoever to lose against the 2 nations. 2 nations in world rankings, in African rankings, in regional rankings that are nowhere close to us. So we have no reason whatsoever to play a draw or even lose to both Rwanda and Zimbabwe. Friday, we're giving Zimbabwe a serious hiding. I'm so angry with their coach. Their coach mocked us and said that South Africa, thank you for playing us in Durban, and then now he says, hey, I must first check my yellow cards. What was that all about? Mocking us. Mocking us. Zimbabwe. Hey, you are in for a serious hiding, guys. serious hiding. So, Zimbabwe, wait for it. We are coming for you on Friday. It's going to be a very serious hiding that you're going to get from us. I am telling you. I'm not afraid of Zimbabwe. They can bring Musona. They can bring who's that boy
Other
who
one
used
is
to play for
Billiard
Pirates?
is here.
Billiard as well.
Tsukamanja.
Zugamanja as well.
Terence.
Yeah, Terence Zugamanja. They can bring what's his one from Sundowns? Divine Lunga.
Divine Lunga.
Yeah, they can anyone. They can bring anyone. Yeah, we're ready for them. Zimbabwe is gonna get a serious hiding on Friday afternoon at Moses Mabhida Stadium. Please, football fans, go and support Bafana Bafana. Very quickly, in Group C, we have Benin on top, 14 points, +5, +4. South Africa, 14 points, +3. And then we have Nigeria, position 3, 11 points, and then 3 points away from us and Benin. But Nigeria can only get maximum 17 points. That's where they'll end. But that 17 points of Nigeria is going to play into our hands in 2 ways. If Nigeria in the last game they draw or beat Benin, that means against Rwanda in our last game, we just need to play a draw. Because we shall have beaten Zimbabwe already. There's no 2 ways about it. Beat Zimbabwe Friday, Nigeria do their thing, they beat Lesotho, they get to 14 points. Then they wait for Rwanda, they beat Rwanda and hope that probably we lose somewhere, and we don't. But they also hope that they can be one of the better third place teams that will play in a 4-team playoff against African third place best, Asia, Oceania, and Central America. And no, South America, not Asia. Yeah, it's Africa, South America, which is Bolivia in this case. Yeah, it's Bolivia. It will be one from Africa, Bolivia, one from Oceania, and one from CONCACAF, which is Central America. That includes Mexico, United States, all those countries in the Caribbean. Yeah, all those, Jamaica and all those. Yes, all together. One of them is going to play in the playoffs with one country from Africa. Will be in the best. Will be the best third place team on the continent. So if Nigeria are hoping that they'll get to the World Cup via that, well, that's their problem. They can beat Rwanda for us. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll appreciate. But we're not going to wait for anyone to do us any favors. We're going to win this one on our own to make sure that we go straight to the World Cup. We don't need calculators at all. We are going to the World Cup. Win big against Rwanda. Win big against Zimbabwe. Just in case Rwanda win against Nigeria and also win against Zimbabwe in their last 2 games, because Zimbabwe play us and then go and play Rwanda. So it's gonna be very tricky actually. But I believe Benin holds the key, even though we're on the same points with them. In this way, if they play a draw with Nigeria, they open a door for us as well to only need a draw against Rwanda in our last game. We won't need to win that. Yeah. If they play a draw, Benin with Rwanda, we are safe. Yeah. We just need another draw in the last game or one win, and then we through to the World Cup finals in Mexico, Canada, and the USA. Folks, that's all that we had for you this afternoon. Hope to see you later tonight at 9 o'clock on Siyakopoza Football. Yabusiu. I'm not alone. I'll be with my sidekick again, Tate Mudise Mthethwa. Thank you very much, Tate Mudise, for visiting us. It was a pleasure having you, your insights, your knowledge of football. Bon, Rautabela at Omni Audio Africa. Thank you very much for blessing us with your presence and your knowledge of football. Sheba, we must come and live in Joburg now. It's Cape Town story must end.
I know. That's my president.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, guys. It was a pleasure hosting you again this afternoon. Yeah, Ketile. Keep on sending your messages. We're not out of it yet, but we'll try to read all your messages and also write them down and reply much later when we meet at 9 o'clock. I did not open the lines deliberately because we have a special guest, Tate Mthethwa, so I wanted to get more from him. But you know, late at night, it's your show, not my show. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.